tragedy of Othello. In the tragedy of Othello, Othello was judged basically because of his race. Racism played a major role in the play. A select few characters made racial slurs throughout the play. Some will be heard later in the documentary. The tragedy of Othello, the Moor of Venice, is a tragedy told story by William Shakespeare. It was in Cyprus, where most of the setting took place during the late 16th century during the wars of Venice and Turkey. Racism was a major problem in the play. The main problem with racism and racial slurs was with Othello, him being a Christian Moor. He had skills as a soldier and a powerful general of the Venetian society. He got married to a young woman named Desdemona. Othello already knew of Desdemona because he was always at her house with her father. Even though they are not the same race, they try their best to make it work. They are very much so in love. Iago doesn't like Othello because he didn't get the position of lieutenant, but Cassio did, and that makes him jealous and mad. He feels as if Othello should be dishonored in a way just because of his hatred and jealousy towards him. He hints that he has alternative motives for following Othello. Here's a quote. "I follow him to serve my turn upon him." That's basically saying he's going to do everything in his power to destroy Othello until he gets what he wants. He feels he should be lieutenant instead of Cassio because he is more qualified and Cassio is very inexperienced. Cassio has never ever fought in a battle, which means he wouldn't know what to do when it's time to go to war. He hasn't had any experience in that position. Iago tries to sabotage Othello's marriage. At first, they were secretly married, but the issue came to surface by Iago. Iago told Brabantio, which is Desdemona's father, that an old black ram is tubing your white ewe. This quote means that a black man is sleeping with his white daughter. Brabantio doesn't like the sound of this. He believes his daughter is sweet and wouldn't do such a thing, but he's proven wrong. In his mind, he thinks Othello cast a spell on his daughter, but in reality, she just fell in love on her own. Since he is a Moor, he feels he is a magician and casts spells. He doesn't like the idea of his daughter being with him. That leads him to go into her room to see if she was there or with Othello, like Iago said. Iago leaves Roderigo to make it seem like he was with Othello the entire time. Now Roderigo is Desdemona's lover in his mind. He feeds Iago's purse, which means gives him money, because Iago told him he could get him with Desdemona, but in reality, he's just taking Roderigo's money. Othello was referred to a black ram. That selection of words is using his race in an offensive way and is calling him an animal. Iago tells Brabantio Iago tells Brabantio that you'll have your daughter covered with a Barbary horse. You'll have your nephews lay to you. You'll have coursers for your cousin, and genets for Germans. All of these names are animal related. The horse. It's saying Othello is a horse that is having sexual interactions with his daughter. His grandsons will neigh to him instead of talking that would sound like a horse, and he will have horses for his relatives. Mostly all the racial comments toward Othello are referring to animals just because he's a black man. Brabantio doesn't think black men are true and trustworthy men, and they have no place in another society instead of a black society. Here's a quote to explain what I mean. For if such actions may have passage free, bond slaves and pagans shall our statesmen be. He is also saying that he is a slave in some way and that he may be a slave or a free man. I feel this was a good story all in all because it's not really about the race. It's about a true love story. Even though many people didn't like Othello because he was a Christian Moor, a black man, he had true love. Desdemona was the love of his life, and they worked well together. I hope you enjoyed this documentary.